Hey, what's up? Nerd here. So today we're going to talk about the hi-hat. A quick tip, very important tip. I have quite often students coming in and they struggle with certain parts in certain songs, and it's quite often related to the tempo in the song. And there's almost always one thing they don't know, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi-hat rebound. Very important thing to know, actually. But like I said, most people or most drummers don't know this. Let's do a quick bounce test. With bounce test, I mean you you try a really loose grip, something like this, right? You just try to let the drumstick fall and see what happens. Let's do this on the snare drum quick. Right? Bounces really nicely. Now let's talk about the hi-hat. Let's use the tip of the stick first on the surface of the hi-hat. Right? We do this bounce test. You can see it bounces really nicely, right? Now let's do this on the edge of the hi-hat, another part of the hi-hat we use very often. You can see the difference already, right? This is a pretty dead spot compared to the surface. Now the thing is, the less rebound you get of any part of the drum kit, the more work you have to do. Now, if I have a student coming in playing maybe punk rock, fast metal song or whatever, drum bass, and they struggle with a certain groove, I let them play the groove, and quite often I can see that they are playing on the edge of the hi-hat, fast eighth notes, for example, and they just can't keep up the tempo, right? So I show this exercise to them and explain to them, just get your arm up a little bit, use the tip of the stick. If you, especially in these music styles I just mentioned, if you need a little bit more volume and you can't get it with the tip of your stick, then just release your foot a little bit. So I'm not talking about a real half open hi-hat, but just you know, get some pressure off the pedal so you get a thicker sound of your hi-hat, so you can kind of compensate for kind of the edge sound you want to have, right? So I think you get the idea, right? It's actually more important than you might think. Check it out on your hi-hat, and like I said, whenever you struggle with certain grooves at certain tempos, think about your positioning on the hi-hat. All right? Have fun.
Drums and rhythm.